Welcome back, my Duelist friends. Casual Duelist here, and it is Wednesday. So, of course, happy Wednesday, guys. Middle of the week. Hopefully, everything's been going good for you. And hopefully, you will enjoy today's deck as much as last time. So, last time, what we did was we took a deck and we said, like, what if? What if Ishizu had never given Kaiba Obelisk the Tormentor, but instead used it within her own build? Today, we're going to ask another question. We're going to say, what if Joey Wheeler had beaten Marik and obtained the Winged Dragon of Ra, and then also played in Speed Duel, and then also did not card share, so this way me and Celestial Duelist can go ahead and run these decks this weekend and give you guys another little something to watch. So, that's what we're doing. This is Tier 2, Joey Wheeler, Winged Dragon of Ra, and I hope that you guys enjoy it. So first and foremost, it's one of my favorite Joey skills, if not my favorite Joey skill. I'm just going to attack. So, again, at the start of the duel, you flip this card over. Sorry, I'm off camera there real quick. At the start of the duel, flip this card over. So this is going to be known by your opponent from the very get. And the way that this one works is during your main phase, you can make a monster that you control gain 100 attack until the end of the turn. And additionally, during the battle phase, when your opponent activates a trap card, you may negate the effect and set the card. Now, the way that that's going to work is during my battle phase, so can't do anything if my opponent decides to activate a trap during theirs. However, what this is going to mean is we get a free counter to a regular, a continuous, or even a counter trap card. Now, that card will negate and it will become reset. So if it's something that we do think that we need to take care of, we can do that at the next possible crossroad. Again, this deck is going to be 21 cards for the main deck, and I think that this is going to be pretty enjoyable. So real quick, let's just get into it. Monster-wise, I'm using 3 copies of Axe Raider because good, healthy stat, warrior, just basically good stuff. Same thing here with Gearfried, the Iron Knight. Again, another Joey classic here. This time has the effect if either player were to equip this card with a card, destroy the equipped cards. So, like, the one thing that I think we've been seeing right now in Speed Duel is, like, Parasite Paranoid getting equipped. Unfortunately, this is going to trigger the Parasite Paranoid. So, not exactly 100% in our favor, but, hey, it's an option. Next up, you've got to play the Winged Dragon of Ra. We're going to, again, be playing double copies in order to guarantee consistency here. So let's go over the absolute killer paragraph here. Cannot be special summoned. Requires 3 tributes for a normal summon. May not be set. This card's normal summon may not be negated. When normal summoned, other cards and effects cannot be activated. When this is normal summoned, you have the option. You can pay life points so that you only have 100 left. This card will gain attack and defense equal to the amount of life points paid. Additionally, you can pay 1,000 life points to target a monster card on the field and destroy it. So, a couple of big awkward things, obviously. If you were a big fan of the anime, no, you do not get to add the stats of the characters together. So even though I'm playing like this pretty beefy lineup of nice warriors, the most that this guy is going to be, realistically speaking, is going to be like 3,900. And honestly, that shies away from like just Obelisk at base. Slifer could easily get up to 4K. And then you got other things like Blue Eyes Ultimate and Cyber End and the Master of Oz. And there are just some cards that are just easier to get on the field than the Winged Dragon right now. So again, while playing it outside of the Marik skill, this does get a little more difficult to do. I do have 2 more monsters. I'm going to round it out with Warrior Digrapher. I could not remember if Joey ever had this guy, but it totally seems like something he would play. And since it's not an anime-style duel today, I don't have to do singles. So there's our 10 monster cards. I think that's 10. 3, 3, 2, and 2. That's 10. Moving into the spells and the traps, we do have our 1 Book of Moon, because again, yes, Cosmic Cyclone and Night Beam always paired off together for me. I do believe my third 3 of is in the side deck. Should be another Cosmic Cyclone. And then again, just to cross out the fact that I don't have multiple copies of Book, Offerings to Doomed and Shrink. This is going to allow us to add some longevity to our side of the field. And unfortunately, it's not really going to do much in the way of protecting the Winged Dragon of Ra, as it were. So that's a thing as well. Now, going into the traps, this is where I got a little more creative and then a little more Joey. I wanted to add in copies of Copy Knight in order to make summoning the Winged Dragon of Ra easier. So you activate these when a level 4 lower warrior monster is normal summoned to my side of the field. Special summon this as a normal monster card with the same name level as the normal summoned monster card. Warrior, light attribute, 0/0. It is still considered to be a trap. Again, this card going to be so much better when we hit the 5Ds era, to the point where I may end up talking about that one of these weekends as a spotlight. Additionally, the biggest drawback to the Winged Dragon of Ra, we could not counter it as quickly as I have in the advanced format. In the advanced format, one of my big go-tos is a quick play spell card called Mystic Walk. And the way Mystic Walk would work is we would go ahead, we'd activate the quick play spell card, and then tribute a monster that we have on our side of the field. Again, we would just choose the Winged Dragon of Ra. And then we get to gain life equal to either its attack or its defense. And of course, you choose the attack of the Winged Dragon of Ra, gaining back all your hit points. So if for some reason your opponent had a way to deal you like 100 points of damage, you could not lose in that moment. So to curb that and make it more acceptable to be playing like normal monster cards, Draining Shield. Because again, you might be able to trick your opponent into swinging into Warrior Digrepher, Axe Raider, or Gearfried, even though Winged Dragon of Ra is looking pretty beefy. The Draining Shield is not only going to negate the attack, we could gain life points equal to the attack value of the monster that we're negating the attack, and potentially be able to use the Winged Dragon of Ra's secondary effect, paying 1,000 points to off a monster card. And then last up, I wanted to go Joey, and wanted the Kunais with Chain. Again, kind of makes it a little harder to hit me for that last 100. You can activate one or both of these effects at the same time, or simultaneously, as it says. First, when an opponent's monster declares an attack, target that monster, change it to defense mode. Additionally, you can target a monster that you control, equip this to that target, give it 500 additional attack points. So technically, you could give the chain weapon to the Winged Dragon of Ra in what could be the nastiest looking monster out there. But generally, it's given to like Axe Raider or whatever. So that is our 21 card main deck. If you guys would be so kind as to either take a snapshot of your screen or possibly pause the video, make some quick notes. I'll be back with the rest of the deck in just a moment. And as any longtime viewer of this show will let you know, the side deck, the extra deck always happens to be the same unless the main deck actually requires the extra deck. And it is the best teched out one. So Blue Eyes Ultimate, Cyberblader, Cyber End, Ujama King, Rhea Senshi, and Thousand Eyes Restrict. Again, it just comes down to like, you can collapse all your opponent's zones, you have the strongest monster, you have the strongest with piercing, have the most technical effects, good self-preservation, and just a good technical turnaround card. And one each is just brilliant. And then the side deck does tend to shift a little bit. Like today, I am going to keep my third 3 of Cosmic Cyclone over here. I'm also going to pack a single copy of Lost Winds, because again, you're going to get this more than once in a game, because you can activate it, then your opponent special summons from the extra deck, so you can set it back to the field again. So again, it's just a reusable. 2 copies Waking the Dragon. And unlike with Obelisk, no, we are not going to be able to summon out the Winged Dragon of Ra with this. So this is strictly for the extra deck. The single Wall of Disruption. And again, if you guys like, you don't need to play the last card, but I do like the last card. You can choose to take either one of these and double it up one way or the other. Lost Wind might actually be more advantageous than the Wall of Disruption with this form. And the last card would be Zoma the Spirit. Again, I don't see any of you guys probably taking that one out just because he's a game winner just on his own. And good cards are good. So guys, that is the what would happen if Joey had won Battle City. Well, maybe not all of Battle City. What would have happened if he would have beat Marik, incorporated the Winged Dragon of Ra into his deck, and then somehow also competed in speed duels. So I do hope that you guys enjoyed this. Friday, I should have this by Friday. It's been requested that I get a tier 2 toon deck that doesn't just spam the Toon Ancient Gear Golem. So I'm going to do that. That's the next project. Guys, anybody wants to see anything in Speed Duel, let me know. Comment section's right down there. Get active. Let's hear it. I'll make it. It's fine. Outside of that, I can't wait to see you guys again then. Maybe I've earned your subscription today. Maybe I haven't. Either way, I do hope that you have a lovely day. And you have my permission to take 10 to 30 minutes out of the day today and make that about you. So if you just want to relax and just kind of like space out and stare at the wall, go for it. If you want to go watch your favorite show, do that. Make a phone call to a friend you haven't talked to in a minute, go do that. One way or the other, I want you to go do something for yourself today because you've earned it. Okay? All right. I'll see you guys next time. Later.